Welcome back. You're watching The Breakfast Club. It's time for the person of interest. And today we meet Rujuta Divakar, India's powerhouse of public health and a global nutrition sensation whose nonsense diet, no nonsense diet approach has transformed how we think about food. With over 17.5 lakh books sold, 30 crore video views, her influence is undeniable. Her latest release, I have it right here with me. It's called Stop Overthinking, Start Eating, the Common Sense Diet, is here in her latest book. It's her 10th book. She's doubling down on her mantra, which is eat local, eat seasonal and traditional. She's also shunning any fleeting diet fads. Rujuta's refreshingly simple wisdom actually champions sustainable well-being for both people and the planet. And her straightforward philosophy has shifted the focus from fleeting diet trends to sustainable well-being for both individuals and the planet. She's perhaps the first one to actually get that connection going as well. And we're so thrilled to have with us on the program. Hi, Rujuta. Good morning.
Hi, good morning. I'm very glad to be on your show as well. How are you doing?
I'm doing very well. I'm very worried about what I'm going to have for breakfast right after this because your influence is just so much.
Oh
But,
my God.
but congratulations on your latest book. You've written books in the past for kids, for pregnant women, for celebs, for non-celebs, all of it. And they all have such a refreshing view. But one thought that remains across all your books and which I said in my intro also is almost your mantra Rujuta is कि घर का खाना बहुत important है. क्या आप बता
Yes.
सकती हैं थोड़े समय में हमारे व्यूअर्स के लिए जो अभी भी नहीं मानते हैं कि भाई घर का खाना इतना important क्यों है?
क्योंकि घर का खाना हमारी पहचान है। घर का खाना हमारी आइडेंटिटी है, हमारा यूनिकनेस और डाइवर्सिटी है। घर का खाना एक ऐसी चीज है जो हमारे इंडिविजुअलिटी को भी बाहर लेके आती है और हमारे डाइवर्सिटी और हमारे डाइवर्स डाइट्स को सेलिब्रेट करती है। भारत शायद एक अकेला ही ऐसा देश होगा जहाँ हजारों टाइप की दालें बनती है, हजारों भाषाओं में बातें होती है और कितने विविध प्रकार के हमारे खाने के तरीके भी है। तो आई थिंक दिस इज व्हाट हैज केप्ट ऑल ऑफ अस टुगेदर एंड वी शुड कंटिन्यू ईटिंग इन आवर डाइवर्स वेज। लेकिन सोनल, घर के खाने में क्या है, मैं एक बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट चीज कहना चाहूंगी कि हमारे किचन जेंडर न्यूट्रल होना भी बहुत जरूरी है। तो जब हमारे बेटे, पिता, पति, पुत्र, ये सब लोग हमारे साथ घर में किचन में जुड़ जाएंगे तो इट विल बी मच इजियर कि हम घर का खाना खाएं, ना के ऑर्डर इन करें। और फिर ये हमारे फार्मर्स के लिए भी अच्छा है और मतलब हमारे लिए भी अच्छा है, मतलब पृथ्वी और पेट दोनों के लिए अच्छा है घर का खाना।
घर का खाना बहुत अच्छा है, आप जो बोल रही हैं वो सुनने में बहुत अच्छा लगता है रुजुता, पर समय किसके पास है? Who has the time to cook a full-fledged home-cooked meal in an era where 10-minute delivery is happening? You want a soup, you want a salad, you want healthy, you want unhealthy, whatever you want is 10 minutes away. How do we make time to ensure that food is actually going in?
Okay, here's what I have to say about this, that first of all, the 10 minutes is never 10 minutes. Second of all, the 10 minutes is like risking many other, people out on the road. I actually think that they should kind of take things easy, especially for pedestrians and children and the elderly who are out on the road trying to just walk to school or walk back home. Having said that, समय कैसे बनाए? आई थिंक जहां पर प्रायोरिटीज करेक्ट होती है हमारी, वहां पर समय बन जाता है। सो इट डजंट टेक टू मच टू मेक अ मील एट होम। इनफैक्ट इंडिया में बहुत सारी वन डिश मील्स हैं जो कि 20 मिनट में बन जाती है। So you can simply make a khichdi, you could make dal chawal, you can make dahi rice, you can make roti sabzi, you could make a roti roll. None of these would take longer than 20 minutes. They are not putting any pedestrian at risk. They are not creating any wastage or garbage. And they can also be turned into other delicious meals the next day. जैसे आपके पास में राइस अगर रह गया एक्स्ट्रा, तो कल आप उसको 5 मिनट के अंदर बघारेलो राइस, फोड़नी सा भात या तड़के वाला राइस बना सकते हो, and then you have to just eat it with dahi. I think by constantly turning our backs to our kitchens, we are doing a great disservice to the collective wisdom of the women of India who have made meal preps which are as short as 5 minutes to as long as 5 hours. So इसको हमको celebrate करना चाहिए. Cooking is a great way of eating delicious and nutritious food. Otherwise, Sonal, you will see that it's always like a paradox. जो delicious है वो nutritious नहीं है, जो nutritious है वो delicious नहीं है. खाली घर का खाना एक ऐसी चीज है which is both. It is delicious and it is nutritious. It satiates you, and then you're never raiding your fridge in the middle of the night to see अभी और मैं क्या खाऊं.
Yeah. And I also think Ghar Ka Khana, you at least know what's going in your food, which is my biggest worry these days. You don't know what's going in the food outside. But Rujuta, you are the myth buster. You're the OG myth buster. You started by saying ye diet sab kharab hai. But in today's age, if I had to ask you about diets that really irritate you, diets that get on your nerves, it could be high protein, it could be IF, it could be this, there are so many, keto, etc. Which one is it? Which is the one you're after these days?
Oh, none. Here's the thing that if there are no diets, then people like me are not in business. I've said this in my book also that if people actually listened to their wives, if children actually listened to their mothers, I would have no work to do. Okay, I would run out of work because eating correctly, staying in good shape is very, very commonsensical. 80% of what you eat should be घर का खाना. फिर 20% आपने इधर उधर चाट वाट खा लिया या ऑर्डर इन कर लिया तो चल जाता है. So it's not about being an extremist, but it's about regulating your eating habits so that they're sustainable. The approach that you take towards eating correctly should last you not just for the next 2 days, but at least 3 to 5 years. That way, it is something that you can live and die on. So we cannot be talking sustainability only when it comes to fashion or development or whatever else. We need to be first talking about it in terms of diets. But which is my most hated diet? None of them. I despise them all, but they keep me in business. And I always say this to my clients that if your diet has a name, it is bound to fail. तो जैसे खाने का, घर के खाने का जो नाम है वो टाइमलेस नाम होता है. सो दाल चावल इज दाल चावल. आज भी उसको दाल चावल ही बोलते हैं. सदियों साल पहले भी उसे दाल चावल ही कहा जाता था. अलग अलग लैंग्वेजेस में उसका अलग नाम होता है. लेकिन डाइट का क्या है? एटकिंस आज कीटो बन जाएगा, लो कैल आज IF बन जाएगा, स्किपिंग डिनर आज सो इट जस्ट कीप्स चेंजिंग नेम्स. वही डेप्रिवेशन है, नए नए लेबल के साथ में आता रहता है.
नई नई डाइट्स का नाम आता है और नई नई रिसर्च भी आती है. देयर वाज अ टाइम व्हेन घी वाज the demon. Now sugar is the demon. There are so many things that one has to go about it. But Rujuta, if anybody's read her books, and I have read them all, I think, and she talks about how दादी नानी की बात सुने. I think that is what will keep you wise. But Rujuta, एक जो लोग नहीं जानते हैं आपके बारे में, मैं जानना चाहती हूँ. Why isn't there a weighing scale in your office? How can you have a dietitian, a nutritionist जिसके ऑफिस में weighing scale ही नहीं है?
अरे क्योंकि we are not our वजन ना, so I really feel that we cannot be counting our health or our worth or our fatness or fitness on the weighing scale. आज Lancet के भी latest study में ये आ गया that they are kind of redefining definitions of obesity and being overweight because each one of us is healthy at a different body weight, optimally healthy at a different body weight. And each one of us, even within our lifetime, is optimally healthy at a different body weight. 20 में आप जिस weight पे healthy थे, 40 में वो weight shift हो जाता है. I call it the happy weight. So what is a happy weight? Happy weight essentially is something जो आपको active रखता है, जहाँ आपको शुगर क्रेविंग नहीं होती है, where you are able to exercise 3 to 5 times a week, where you're able to sleep well in the night without getting up all the time to do susu, where you're not having any mood swings, where you're not getting sugar cravings, and where you're able to live your life fully, where you're able to manage your work, your family, your adventure, your fun time, and you're able to look good in the clothes that you want to wear. So we need a lot more than just being a certain weight to feel happy. And I think it's high time we all realize that. That's exactly why I can afford to work without a weighing scale, because we look at many other data points and not reduce our people to their body weight.
Yeah, you are not your weight, and as Ruchuta says, it's
Yes.
the happy weight. You know, in your book, I was reading, I found this very interesting chapter. I want to read a quick excerpt of that.
Oh, nice.
You're talking about Chiki, who's the editor of this
Yes.
book as well,
Yeah.
and a dear
Yeah.
friend. And she says, post 3 babies, my editor, now in her late 40s, said to me that she only follows what I say. So she lost all her weight after the baby. So Rujita told Chiki that, oh, you're looking great and you're looking fab. To which Chiki says, well, you know, I'm 60 kgs now, but all my life I've been 54. But now I don't stress about it. I call it my happy weight. The weight I keep while I exercise, eat all my food, have a drink here and there, also manage work and kids. So that's just happy weight, right? Something that you're okay with.
Yeah, something that you embrace, something that you realize is actually keeping you fully functional. And I don't like this whole concept of all my life. What is all my life? All my life is in the past. What is happening currently is also life, right? And there is so much more of life to come in the future. So we shouldn't be losing weight at the cost of losing our strength, stamina, speed, mobility, and flexibility. Because now, with all this talk on longevity, if we are going to lead really long lives, then we must remember that we come from a parampara or a culture where our dadi nanis have believed that I want to live only as long as I can be on my feet, which means that I have to be fit for as long as I will live without really bothering much about how much I weigh, but keeping my focus on how light I feel when I stand on my feet and how fully functional can I be with my body and brain. I think that should be our focus.
Yeah. Ruchita, I have to ask you also about this. We are in times where post-pandemic, I think there's an obsession with good health. It's both good and bad. I say good
Yeah.
and bad because all of a sudden now there are so many social media influencers, so many people who are giving you advice on this diet or not. Some of them not going down very well as well. We've seen some deaths happen reported on some water diet that people were following, etc.
Yeah.
So in times like these, how does one decipher what is good, what is bad, what to believe, what not to believe?
I always feel that when it comes to something like this, we must know that we are victims of the social media algorithms. Just so much is recommended for us and suggested to us, and we are spending so much time on the screen that we begin to believe somewhere that everything that we are reading is actually true and that we must try it for ourselves. So the first thing is that when it comes to your health, look at many data points. Don't reduce yourself to body weight. That way, there's a good chance that you don't land up doing something which is silly, कि 10 दिन में 20 किलो घटा दिया or any of those things. Educate yourself about the fact that sustainability is important for success, because it's not about how much weight you lose in the next 20 days. It is about how much weight you manage to keep off for the next 20 years, because zindagi lambi hoti hai. And sustainable weight loss ka definition is 5 to 10% of body weight per year. So if you started at 100 kilos today, by 2026 of 1st April, you should only be 5 to 10, matlab 90 to 95 bhi ho gaya, more than enough. Then there is the next year and the next year. So don't make your life about how good am I going to look at my cousin's wedding, or, in this black dress that I'm wearing, because honestly, no one's looking at you. Everyone's looking at how bad they're looking, So keep your focus on the stuff that matters and only eat foods. So, again, when it comes to choosing diets, only eat foods that have a name in your local language. Either आपके मदर टंग में उसका नाम होना चाहिए, या फिर आपके या जिस रीजन में आप रहते हो उस भाषा में इसका नाम होना चाहिए. So it's like quinoa khichdi belongs to no one. Sarjo avo toast, doesn't have a local name, doesn't have a regional name. Probiotic yogurts, none of them have have a local name. And local name is important because it keeps climate, culture, cuisine, crop cycle in mind and allows us to make choices which are good. Like I said, they bring out our individuality and they help us celebrate our diversity. Otherwise, हम सब लोग एक तरीके से ही दिखेंगे, like as if we've come out of some assembly line. And I think if we all look alike, then that would be a true loss for humanity.
Yeah. Rujuta, every chat with you is a masterclass. But before I let you go, I want some pearls of wisdom. I want people, अगर आप कह रही हैं weight ना देखें, तो क्या देखें? क्या monitor करें? What kind of parameters should people keep in mind? And these are busy people. These are not celebrities who have dedicated teams to ensure that they are fit and they are healthy and they look smashing. They are regular day-to-day people, काम कर रहे हैं, tax भर रहे हैं, पर healthy रहना चाहते हैं.
देखो celebrity हो non celebrity हो physiology is the same for everyone, you know, so it's not that physiology is going to be less lenient to one person and harder on another. Having said that, it doesn't take much to stay healthy. It takes only about 3 hours a week of exercise, so not too much, between 20 to 30 minutes every single day, or 1 hour every other day. That is something that each one of us can aspire for and fulfill for ourselves. And if you cannot do anything, you know, you don't have the time to invest even half an hour, at least about 3 to 5 Surya Namaskars, which will cost you less than 5 minutes, is something that each one of us should do. So commit to exercise, that's one. Second thing, and don't do too much. So don't have this thing of 1 घंटा हर रोज या nothing, because फिर जिंदगी nothing में चली जाती है. So 3 hours per week, you know, that's one thing to start from. Second thing is that whatever your screen time is today, reduce it by at least half an hour, you know. So every 3 months, work at reducing it by half an hour. That's another good approach to take. Prioritize your sleep, you know, so don't wait. राते जवान करोगे तो दिन में बुढ़ापा आ जाता है. So, you know, you must work at sleeping early, and then assess yourself on exercise compliance. कि मैंने सिर्फ exercise plan किया या actually 3 days a week exercise मैंने की. Check on your waist and your hip measurement so that you know that you're knocking off weight from your waist. Climb a flight of stairs and see how, you know, whether you're able to complete a sentence while you're climbing it. And I have written a lot about this in detail in my chapter in this book. You know, it's called Tracking Progress, that how do you basically track progress? Because body weight is an imperfect clinical measure for assessing health. So we need to create many more data points to see how well we are doing with our health and fitness. But don't fall for the narrative that it takes a lot of time, a lot of discipline, and a lot of willpower to get healthy. If it's requiring a lot of time, lot of discipline, and lot of willpower, what you're doing is unsustainable. Staying healthy should become a default where you're able to do it effortlessly. It may take a little bit of practice. Like, see, when I started driving, the driver didn't need to wear a seat belt. तो हम लोग कोई भी नहीं लगाते थे. Then they came out with a regulation that wear a seat belt. First 1 week it was difficult, but now on default, even before I start my car, I wear my seat belt. So some practices are good for us. They come with practice. So work at making staying healthy the default. अगर आज तक getting fat was the default of your life, change your approach towards health. Take a more sustained approach so that getting fit becomes the default of your life.
All right there, Rujuta Divakar. There's so much to talk, but her book is out. You can see it on your screen as well. It's called Stop Overthinking, Start Eating, the Common Sense Diet. And it's got a vendor with fruits on it. Well, I don't remember in urban cities when was the last time I saw the sight of it, but hoping more and more of this. Rujuta, congratulations on the new book and hope to hear from you soon.
Thank you. Thanks. Bye.